Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is solve a few examples. It's given to us that force in a certain situation is 3I minus 2J plus 4K. Unit of force is Newton. Now this force is displacing a body from point 1, which is given as minus 2, 1, 3 to point 2, which is given as 3, 6, minus 2. So we are dealing in x, y, z basically, and let's say that this is some force which is displacing the body from P1 to P2. Now we are dealing with vectors over here, and the concept that we have seen in kinematics is that of displacement vector. Let me give you a quick recap of displacement vector. Let us say that a body is being displaced, or maybe the body is going from point 1 to point 2. Let us say that this is the position vector r1, this is the position vector r2. So in this case, let us take x1, y1, z1 as the first point, x2, y2, z2 as the second point. So displacement vector is simply given as r2 minus r1. That means this is going to be written as r2 minus r1 is a displacement vector which is x2 minus x1 I cap. We always associate I cap with x. Similarly, y2 minus y1 j cap and z2 minus z1 k cap. So r2 bar minus r1 bar is the displacement vector, and so to find the displacement vector over here, what you're going to do is r2 minus r1 is going to be 3 minus minus 2, which is, I'm going to write this as I cap, then 6 minus 1 j cap, and finally minus 2 minus 3 k cap. So what you're going to get is 5 I cap plus 5 j cap minus 5 k cap. This is r2 bar minus r1 bar, the displacement vector. And now let us multiply this displacement vector with the force. So F dot S, work done is going to be F dot S. So if I continue, then I'm going to get 3I minus 2J plus 4K dot 5I plus 5J minus 5K. Now if you multiply this together, how to do the dot product? We have already learned it in vectors. So I is to be multiplied with I, J with J, and K with K. So 3 into 5 is 15, minus 2 into 5 is minus 10, minus 5 into 4 is going to be minus 20. Now if you sum this up, what we get is minus 15 joules. So in this case, the work done is negative. We have already seen in the concepts that work can be negative. Let's take some other question. So if you want to note down, you can pause this video and you can jot it down. Let me take up the next problem. The next problem is something like this. This time we have two forces, F1 and F2. F1 given as 2, 3, minus 1, and this is F2. Now under the action of these two forces, there is a displacement created. So let us say this is the particle and this is being displaced from this point to this point. So this is the point 1, this is the point 2. The point 1 is given as 0, 0, 1. Point 2 is given as 1, 1, 2. Now we will find the work done. So what are we going to do? This time around, I am going to find the net force. Now from our past knowledge, we know that vectors can be directly added if they are in vector form. Then we can use F net is nothing but F1 bar plus F2 bar. So F1 bar is how much? Given as this. So let me directly add them. 2i plus I is 3i cap. 3j minus 2j is plus j cap. And then finally minus k minus 2k is going to be minus 3k cap. Now this is F net. Once you understand the F net, you have to calculate the displacement. So displacement S bar, that is a displacement vector, is given as 1 minus 0, 1 minus 0, that's I cap, 1 minus 0 plus j cap, and finally 2 minus 1, that's k cap. So this is a displacement vector. F dot S, work done this time is going to be F dot S. So once I write this as F dot S, 3 into 1 is 3, 1 into 1 is 1, and then finally minus 3 into 1 is minus 3. So the answer that we get is 1 joule in this case. That is the answer of this question. Let's take another question. So this question says that there is a block which is sliding down the incline. Now why is it sliding? It is sliding because of its own weight. Now some of the force needs to be applied over here. Some of the force needs to be applied over here so that it can move up the incline, or whatever motion is taking place, that will be with some constant velocity. So now the force which is to be applied, we have to talk about that. Now this is sliding down because of its own weight. So the only force which is acting now, that is a weight component along the incline. As we know, we have studied in NLM, that is mg sine theta. So this is a force which is acting down. Now this has to be displaced on top basically. This has to be displaced on top 10 meters. So we have to apply an equivalent amount of force in the direction opposite to it, so that we can balance that component, and this force would be nothing but mg sine theta. Now we know from our past experience that if the body has to travel with constant velocity on top, then certainly the net force acting on it should be 0. So the force that is to be applied is going to be 10 into 10 into half. Why half? Is because the angle is 30 and sine of 30 is half. So this turns out to be 50 newtons. Now we have to answer this question, that to take it along at constant velocity, how much is the work done? So work done by this would be force into displacement, which is 50 into 10, which is 500 joules.